So hi guys, and welcome to Kerry's Designs. Today I wanted to talk about journals. Making journals, having journals, basically making journals. So I have always loved making journals. I have made several journals. These are little like Marion Smith printable journals, and I've made them with different things, and it's just something that I enjoy to do. This one was made out of the Tim Holtz grunge paper, and just again printables that I've gotten off of websites, and ledger paper and that kind of thing. So there's one, and this one is like my favorite. I did the Copic stitch on this, which actually was a lot of fun. I really like this look, and you can put a lot of signatures into this book. So I'm really enjoying that a lot. Then I've got this one, and just different tabs that you can put on things. And this one, looking at my journals, I got all my old journals out, and it was nice to look at them and see them, and I love this one. This one I did, and it's all filled with like memories and things and pictures and little notes in here, little pictures I took. Again, I didn't put anything on that page, and just little memorabilia that I like. I saw this picture the other day, and I loved it because it's my dad and my mom, and my dad died like 3 years ago, and that's how I remember him, is always smiling. So I wanted to do some journals. This one is, again, one of my favorites. This one's on canvas paper that I printed on, and it's another Marion Smith one, and her layouts, or her digitals, are really nice, and they come out really well. And I just use my regular printer. Here's some ledger paper I like to add in, and it's just got different little things in it. So when I went away, we went to go see Rolex in Lexington, Kentucky, and it's a big equestrian show that my daughter wanted to go to. So we dropped her and her friend off at the equestrian park, and at the, I guess, the Kentucky Horse Park, and then my mom and we went shopping. But this is before, I digress. The night before when we got there, we went to Books A Million, and I got 2 books. One I will show you. I got this one, and it's called Journal It, and I absolutely love this book. It has so much inspiration in it, and I thought, you know, I want to do a journal book, like a junk journal. And so I was looking at one of my Daphne's Diary magazines, and I thought, I came upon a page, and it was about Jane Austen, and I thought, oh my gosh, I love Pride and Prejudice, and I'll show you the books I have. I have so many books on Pride and Prejudice right now that it's like a collection that I have. So I've got this little magazine article that I'm going to, I don't know if I want to cut it up. I have such a hard time cutting up these really pretty pages. So, and Daphne's Diary is a beautiful book. It's a beautiful magazine. So I'm going to show you a couple things. And then I also got this. I think my husband got this for me for Christmas or my birthday, or one day. I sent him a whole list of books I wanted, and he found this one. And this one I like because it's got different bindings you can do on your junk journals if there isn't a binding, and it just has a lot of good ideas. And I look at it for inspiration, and that's a lot of what I buy books for, is just to look at them for the inspiration. So you can use all kinds of books. My next couple books I'm going to do like a junk journal in are going to be some of these ledgers. So I got that one upside down. And see, you can see I got this one for 99 cents, and I think it was half off that day because it was green. And so I got it for 50 cents, and it's just this really pretty ledger. I love ledgers. I don't know what it is about ledgers that I find so intriguing, but I really, really like them. And I'm going to use these, and I've got like collages and things I want to work on. This one I love. It's huge. It's really big. So, and I got it at an antique store downtown, and I love the receipt, so I'm going to put that in there. The ledger itself was $11, which is a little pricey, but it's got handwritten pages in it that I am dying for, and it's all throughout the book. Some of them are all throughout the book, but I thought the blank pages, again, I'm going to do some kind of stamping, collaging. I've got so many like digital cutouts and things, and I just want to add it to it. And this is such a nice thick book that it's going to take me a while to get through, and it's going to be like not all at one time, just when I can get to it. And I have got an idea of like, you know, maybe one day I want to do, you know, like steampunk, or one day I want to do like a whole page on coffee or something like that. So that's just different things I want to do to that one. But getting back with Pride and Prejudice, so I am doing a Pride and Prejudice kind of junk journal. So I've got tons of books on Pride and Prejudice, and I didn't realize it until I started gathering them all up that I had so many books. So I get them at thrift stores a lot of the times, and I think this one was like 50 cents, and I am rereading this book again because I love it so much. And it's the older book, and I generally read on my Kindle, but when it's classics like this and during the summer I can go out on my deck and read, that I like to do this. So as soon as this video is done, I'm going to go out and read this some more. I've also got this one, and I don't know why I like Pride and Prejudice so much, but again, I got it at a thrift store, and I like the feel of the pages. Now, it is a newer one, and I thought about, ripping it up, but I can't rip this one up. There's just some books I can't rip up. This is one of them. I think this was in like a dollar spot, or is it a dollar, or is it a spot? I'm not too keen on the pages, so this is the one that I'm using for my junk journal, and I've already started like doing some like inking on it just to use it. So I am using this one. I'm cutting this one up. I've also got this one, and this one is, I was going to use this one at first, but then I thought, no, I'm not going to, because it's got some beautiful things in it. It's just different interpretations, and there's the book itself, there's how they dress, principal characters. So I thought, no, I'm going to keep this one as a whole book, and it's got a little thing here, so I'm starting to read that just a little bit on that one. This is probably my first one that I got, and this was a couple years ago, and it just has different little insights as to what was the thought behind some of this. So it's like an interpretation of the book. This one is one I've had for a little bit too. I saw it on Amazon a couple years ago and got it, and I just thought it was really neat because I love the cover and the colorful pages. So, and it's an illustrated one, so I really liked that idea, that aspect of it a lot. So I've got that one. So, I mean, I have a lot of stuff to go by as far as that goes on this. But this is my journal that I got actually at the thrift store. And I think it was, I was trying to find something for it, but I think it was like, it was a little bit expensive for a thrift, for, you know, like volunteers. I think it was like, $4, but it's beautiful. See, if you look at it, it's all you know, it's all handmade, and I think it was made in like Malaysia or India, and it's got this gorgeous binding on it, and I thought that was just wonderful. And the pages are nice, they're homemade, you know, it's got the signatures here sewn in. The pages are really thick, so I mean they're a thick, it's a thick page, so they're really heavy. So what I did is I got on Pinterest, and I've been pinning a board on Pinterest, and I'll try to remember to put my Pinterest board on there of all the ones that I follow if you would like to. I have a Pride and Prejudice with Jane Austen a little bit, and I just started a Alice in Wonderland board. I have lots of boards there, so if you like, check that out. Again, I'll put that there. But I did do this, and I found this on Pinterest, where I find a lot of the book, or a lot of the screenshots and things that I'm using. So I printed it on Tomoho. Is it Tomoho or Tomy? I think it's River paper. So I'm printing it on the Tomy River paper that I get from Jet Pens, and it is this is like 100 sheets, so it's not very thick, and my printer prints it great. So I am getting the images off my board from Pinterest, and then I'm downloading them to my computer, going into Word, putting them in a Word document, and then printing them on the paper with my printer. So far the only thing I can see is sometimes if you don't let the paper dry for a little bit, it will run. So far it hasn't run too bad. You'll see some examples of it in here. So on this one, I printed it out, I inked it up, and then I got some doilies, and I also did the doilies with the Tim Holtz Distress ink. I put the metal book corners on it because I love these, and I don't use them, so I might as well use them. These are old, I think Studio 112 stickers that I've had for quite a while. So I just put those on the cover. And then on the inside, I got some stencils, and I'm getting all my stencils out and using them. And I got my stencils out and used them, and then used these Martha Stewart stickers and just put them in there, and I just thought it was pretty. I'm just trying to use stuff. I have so much stuff that I need to use. So this is one of the first pages, and it's Mr. Darcy and Elizabeth, and I used some of my old these are K & Company border stickers, and some more of the flowers that were on this page. And I think it came out very well. And I'm using Mod Podge. I'm actually gluing down the bottom to the page with sometimes with Mod Podge and sometimes with just a tape runner. But the tape runners don't work very well on the paper because it kind of eats the paper because the paper is so loose. So I did that, and I think it came out. I like the feel of the Mod Podge, and I also like seeing the brush strokes of the Mod Podge. So I really, really like that a lot. So the next page is just basically washi tape and the characters. And again, I found the characters on Pinterest and printed them out and used them. And you can see some of this where it's like bled a little bit, but I guess I'm not quite sure. If you guys know a better way, I have an inkjet printer, and I'm printing on the Tomy River paper. So, and I'm using Mod Podge, which, you know, the Tomy River paper and the inkjet, they're water-based, or the ink is water-based, so of course I'm putting more water on it. So of course they're going to bleed a little bit. And then on the next page, I again got the image off of Pinterest and this image off of Pinterest, and I put in the first page. I'm going to do a mix of the pages and from the movie. Basically, this little book I'm doing is basically based on the movie with the book added in, because I love the movie and I think it's a beautiful movie. But I did find some of these are some stickers, and of course these are some borders, and then the where are we at here? I did use some more of these, and I'm trying to use up a lot of my stuff, and it is working, so that's nice. So let me go a little wide here. That might be better. So here are the pages, and they tend, to me, they look a little yellow, but I think that's the nature of the beast, and I think that's just the way it's going to be. But I like the pages and how they're turning out. So, sorry, it's still sticking a little bit. And here's the next page, and I did use part of my book on this, and one of the quotes I love from here is, "You mistake me, my dear. I have high respect for your nerves. They are my old friends. I have heard you mention them with consideration these 20 years at least." And she goes, "Oh, you know how I suffer." So there he is saying it in the movie. And then I got this off of Pinterest, and here's like that page, and then here's the quote. So I thought that was cute. And then on this page, I did use my background stamp. It's an older one. And I did use the wrong ink. I did not use the Stays On. I just used I used a Prima ink, and it ran. And I didn't realize that until after it ran, but I think generally it looks okay. So I think I'm going to stick with it. And then here's the next page, and it's when they're talking about Mr. Bingley, and that he's in town, and that, you know, Lizzie and Jane are very excited about that, and so are the other girls. So they're talking about it, and I cut out more of the book, and I just added some flowers and some more washi tape. And so far, that's all I've got. So I only have like these couple of pages, but I am so enjoying this, and I just work on it when I can. I don't work on it all the time, but I have to be in the mood. So I just want to show you guys this, and I'll go creatively on this. And I was watching Crafty Mama 24. I think that's who it is, and she's doing a Doctor Who book, so she really inspired me to do this, and I love it. So like I said, this is one of my favorite pages, and so is this, but I think this is my favorite. So I will talk to you guys later, more videos to come, and thanks for watching, and happy scrapping. Bye.